By the way, Mr. E, new merch. John's wearing new merch.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna come out with this soon, but we got the new address and stuff on it.
All right. Yeah, that's my favorite part right there.
Flat concrete surface.
Okay.
And what they do is they pour Coke all over the concrete.
Cocaine?
Yeah, no. Everyone goes real fast. I'm touching the tip like 50 million times. Cut that out.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I know. I knew you were going to say it.
All right, so if you're tuning in, this is part 2. We are going to weld.
Do you want to start welding this up, or do you want to take a ride on a tandem bike first?
I'll take a ride because that's fun and fast. We're going for a ride.
Yeah, we're going to ride our super crazy powerful tandem bike. It's actually really nice. I gotta, honestly, like, it's kind of rickety because one brake is scary and the fork kind of does flex, but when you're rolling, it's a nice ride.
We'll find out.
It's just when you have to stop that you get
the
scared.
problem?
Yeah.
Where do I put my feet?
You have to figure that out. So I'm gonna put foot pegs on eventually.
Will the batteries hold up my feet?
No. So you just have to figure that one out.
Right,
I'll start rolling.
I'm good. Oh my God.
So yeah, I got 2 throttles. We'll get out. You okay?
Yeah.
I'll get out to the straightaway before I go too fast. You can hear, I got front motor, rear motor. One brake. I'm gonna go left.
Okay, I lean with you like a motorcycle, right?
Please. I mean, we're going up a pretty big hill right now.
We're moving.
All right, I'm gonna start stopping. Turning left. I don't know. I think it's at least 30, maybe 35.
Yeah, it feels pretty fast.
I usually judge it by the way a Bandit feels. Oh my God.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
I was scared.
I got it. All right, I'm gonna turn left into here. Bump.
Oh shit, there goes a rim.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, there's no giving those tires, huh? There's a little path right here. I'm not gonna go off-roading, don't worry.
Oh, you're good.
Bump.
It's like jousting.
Yeah, right? Oh, man.
Woo! Holy shit.
That's pretty good, right?
That was definitely scary.
Yeah.
But you did good. You handled those turns really like a pro.
It worked, right?
I think you guys are gonna win.
I just want to get around the track.
What are you competing? Is it as a flat surface? Smooth, flat?
Flat concrete surface.
Okay.
And what they do is they pour Coke all over the concrete.
Cocaine?
Yeah, no. Everyone goes real fast. No. It's,
Coke?
yeah,
Coca-Cola?
like the soda Coke.
Why?
To make it sticky.
Oh, sticky.
Because they're racing
slippery, if
like
anything.
400 or 500 pound motorcycles on a concrete floor in a tight track.
Wow.
So
does Coca-Cola sponsor that?
no.
No? No. Well, then they should use Pepsi.
I know. I agree. Yeah,
all right, so what is it that we're doing right now?
So right now we're doing some more testing for the Javelin stuff. Shuffy has been working on programming. This is that whole Mario Kart-esque system, the game mode. We use Arduino. If anybody's a maker out there, done DIY projects, everybody knows Arduino. And so we're trying to make the entire thing work off that code. But we had an intern before named Andre, and he did a lot of the introductory code, and then Shuffy has kind of taken it over and is trying to work on things to complete it all. So, but yeah, we're doing a test right now to see what kind of range we can get And this would be basically deciding if you were to take down a rider ahead of you, how far away that person could be up to. So lately, we've had problems where we could only transmit very close and in ideal temperatures and stuff. And so now we're gonna see what we're doing.
So I'll plug this in, and as soon as I plug it in, you should start getting text, right?
Let's see.
Really?
That's all right. Might need to. Oh, can you run again?
It was literally working 5 minutes ago.
So we have this thing that happens to us all the time when Shuffy is like doing amazing, it's always working well, and then the second I take a look at it, it just like doesn't work. This happens like all the time. And then I'll walk away and then it'll start working again perfectly. Let's see what else is going on here.
That's plugged in. That's running the right code. I plugged this into the wrong port because I took something out and put it in wrong.
So this has been like a very complicated problem that seems really simple. Like if you think about it, you got a remote light switch. Like that's not a complicated idea, right? You should be able to hit your light switch button and then like it turns on, 50 feet away. The problem is that's just turning on a light. Like that's all this is. This is turning off a motor for a specific amount of time, making sure that it's safe and all these other things. So like one thing that we have found was if you took somebody out and they lost power, it takes a second or two to realize that you lose power. And then when your power comes back on, it kicks you. You literally feel like you got kicked because it's as if you had no throttle for 3 seconds and then you just went full throttle. And so that is cool and all, but it's kind of scary. So we've had to figure out ways in the programming to make it ease into the power, you know what I'm saying? So that people don't wipe out on the turn. And then, trying to figure out like how quickly should you be able to get this power up, or even how far away can you do it? Like, should I be able to take out somebody a mile away or only 2 feet away? Like, where should I be able to take somebody out? So here, Johnny, take a look at this. So if you can see, it's a brake plug, right? And then there's the other brake plug. So this goes in series with the braking system. Mm-hmm. So, because you have to figure out how are we going to take somebody's motor out. And that was the simplest way. Okay. So you want to put this one just right here?
Sure. And this, here you can look at this. It just keeps sending tests over and over again in the serial monitor.
Right here.
And once we start to get breaks in that means that we're far enough away that the signal's not consistently being received anymore.
Right. So yeah, that would be somebody hitting the button, and this would be on the bike getting taken down.
So what we're gonna do now is walk with that?
Just see how far we can walk.
Do you want to walk that way or just that way? I don't know.
I don't care. Let's just walk this way.
So again, that. This might be a long walk.
You think so?
That's good.
I got down the road to the bridge from my house, and it was in my room when I was transmitting. So.
Wow.
I also got it to go across the entire school, so I was testing it.
Okay.
Because I was bored and there was a stuff in history.
So we've been trying to get it to go like at least 15 feet.
Now there's starting to be a little bit of a problem. It's still going, but it's starting, it glitched for a minute.
So I think that one thing that we've found is there's a big difference between doing it inside and outside.
It's going.
So if this thing...
If I hold it away from the computer, the noise gets reduced. So
yeah.
It's going a little better.
So like the difference between being in a nice indoor environment versus outside.
You're slowing down again.
If you can get this far, that's amazing.
Yeah, and I haven't put it up to full power yet.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back to
I don't
transmitting.
think you would need anything bigger than this, really, right? Unless
No.
you have a massive brace.
Honestly, because I can't imagine wanting more than this.
Okay.
If it can accomplish this, that's awesome.
Sweet.
Because I think it's kind of cheap if you can be like 2 miles away and take somebody down. Mm-hmm. That kind of loses that satisfaction of taking somebody down.
Mm-hmm. Because it's also more of a challenge.
Yeah. So
If you have to be closer.
let's say you're like going like 40 miles an hour. This distance at 40 miles an hour you could cover in maybe 2-3 seconds, right? So this would be enough time to actually see yourself getting closer to somebody. If it's too far away, you kind of lose that feeling. So.
Yeah, it's still going.
Yep. We can try going a little further. It's not the most consistent right here, but it's still going. So.
One thing I think I'd like to do is when we get it set up on the bike, I think we should put an LED on the tube so that it turns like red when you get hit.
I like that idea. That's cool.
Because you get a visual. It's like I got hit or whatever, right?
I mean, we're at the road. We could keep going that way if you want to see how much
Make the
further we
LED
can
a
take
lightning
that.
bolt.
Yeah, right?
It's
That would be
actually
cool.
really consistent.
So TIG welding uses gas. So we have a special gas, and that is going to prevent oxygen from getting in and just make sure everything stays nice and clean. And you use these tungsten rods that go in, and the arc comes from these tungsten rods. As you go, unlike MIG welding or anything else, you have to add filler material. So you have to do this kind of action. And to be honest with you, this filler action is the hardest part about it. Because if you go too fast, you touch your tungsten tip, you ruin the tip, and you have to take it off and regrind it.
Oh, wow.
So that happens all the time.
Okay.
I'm touching the tip like 50 million times. Cut that out.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I know. I knew you were going to say it. One kind of funny thing, though, about tungsten is when you grind it, the grinder has to be completely clean.
Oh,
In other words, this grinder cannot be used for anything but tungsten.
I got you.
If you ground steel
Plastic
into it
or
or whatever, you'll grind that metal into it, and now you just ruined your whole tungsten. Tungsten's really hard, and it just chews through these grinding wheels. People have all different thoughts on what kind of tip they want to weld with. Some people like it like crazy, pencil sharp. Some people do a stubby tip. I don't really care. This is another thing. Like, people like to keep the distance of the tungsten at different heights for different reasons. You know, it's just like anything. There's tons of people with different preferences.
This is our workstation?
Yeah, nice, right?
I'm just making sure.
Pretty low budget.
I'm gonna lock the wheels. You don't care.
Yeah, let's lock them.
Oh, I heard it.
There we go. Okay. So, over on the side here, these are the amps. So, I've been putting out, so you put about 150 amps, which is quite a bit to melt the metal. And you can just adjust this to your different metal thicknesses. Also to your preference. I'm putting it to 170 for a 1/4 inch. The other thing is, you got a pedal. Your pedal is adjusting how many amps you're putting out. So if I depress it all the way, that's that full 170. And if I just put it a little bit, maybe like 50, and it goes from there. But there's a whole graphic on there, and that graphic sets all the parameters. So if I just tap this right now, watch the gaps. Right, so I can make sure I got enough flow of gas coming. And what you do is you set your pre-flow. So gas goes in for 2 seconds, and then the arc hits. And then when you pull your foot off the pedal, the gas continues to flow to make sure no oxygen is around as that metal cools down. So the goal is to prevent oxygen from getting into this. That's going to kill welds. And you know pretty quick when you're out of gas, because all of a sudden this thing will completely like start rusting out, and just the arc will go all over the place. Do you see it melt?
Yeah.
Melt?
Is it weird that I kind of like that smell?
It's a good smell.
It is a good smell.
So here's that.
This stays in like this in this direction,
this
not
stays
like
like
this, right?
Nope, you want it straight on. So what I want you to do is pull this pull the tip close to the material. I'm going to stand like not touch it. And so what you're going to do is you're going to touch it, and then lift it up about like a little 1/16 of an inch, because you need room for that arc, right? So you just get a feel for that. And now
Does it have to be inside the groove?
No. Honestly, why don't we just start by doing it right in the middle of the material? It doesn't matter. So yeah, right
high
there.
enough?
It's like you could put a credit card through it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I want you to do is keep that distance of like a credit card, and then push your foot down until it creates an arc.
Okay.
And then hold it for 1 second.
Okay.
And then slowly ease your foot up. There you go. Oh, I'm stuck on it. Yep. See. All right, hold on 1 second. That's how sensitive this is, right? So you got a little too close, and because of that, you welded the electrode to the tip. So that's why this is so difficult, because when you see these guys welding, they are keeping that perfect
credit card
distance. If you get a little too close, you're screwed. If you get too far away, you don't get a pass. Too far, a little closer. Yep. All right.
Fucked up.
You touched the tip.
Yep.
So yeah, that's basically the introduction to making an arc.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. I'm gonna leave this to a professional, but that was definitely an experience. It was
And
a lot of fun.
I'll leave this to the professional.
It's fun. It feels like a lot of power in your hand creating like this
Yeah,
arc of electricity.
a scary amount of power.
Yeah.
I leave this here.
What's funny is even though it's like a lot of power going through it, like you're not gonna get electrocuted.
Okay.
So even if like
What about burning stuff?
Maybe your design bag.
nope, because you're not conductive like metal. So like even if this fell off, you can see like some videos online. It's usually kind of funny. The guy's hair will just be like standing out because it's like static, you know.
Oh, that's cool.
But
let's do that.
yeah.
I'm gonna wow, that's an art then.
It's
To
crazy,
be
right?
able to maintain that distance throughout the entire weld. Yeah.
You have to get into the zone. You have to just like completely calm down. All right, so I'm just double checking because I'm so paranoid now. All right, so we are getting ready to weld up a swing arm for Mr. E's Bandit project. This is a 1/4 inch steel. It's all laser cut, and I am putting it on this table. I'm going to clamp it down, and then to begin, I'm just going to tack weld everything. And what I'm looking for is making sure this is all perfectly straight, because 1 little degree off here makes like a 1/4 inch down the road. So it's got to be perfect. Actually, while it's there, I'm going to get this other piece. I'll put it on just to make sure. Perfect. 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 Looks okay. See, if you follow, look at these clearances, right? It's insane. That's actually really helpful too for the welding process, because the tighter that gap is, the less filler material we use, and it's perfect.
And who came up with this design?
I did.
Huh?
I did.
You did?
Yeah, of course. All right, I'm gonna tack it.
All right. I'm excited.
So this part of the process, all I'm doing is a bunch of quick welds, and that just keeps everything in place, so when I do the full passes, you're good. lot of the difficulty is like honestly getting into position. Seriously. You'll notice I'm not concentrating heat too much in specific areas. If I were to just completely do that pass right now without doing this,
It'll warp.
yeah, despite being like 1/4 inch steel, it'll just warp. It's hard to figure out a good time to flip it, but I think we're to that point. It's crazy. It's like,
Hot?
yeah,
You need your gloves, no?
I should. That would be smart.
What did it burn or hurt?
So we'll take a look. So I welded the top, and look at this gap.
Oh.
Look at how extended it is. It's amazing. It's pretty amazing. So honestly, in this situation,
Yeah.
I will
With a
physically,
clamp?
I will hold it.
You don't have a clamp? Like something like this?
It's hard to get a clamp onto it, right?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna hold it and then tack it.
You have pliers or something I can use and I hold it while you
No,
tack?
it's fine.
You
There's-
sure?
Yeah, it's not that hot.
Okay.
But this actually brings up an interesting thing. So talking about Javelin again being the same kind of system.
Yeah.
So the Javelin actually has a few parts. The Javelin actually has a few parts that are wider than they would normally be, and when the thing gets welded together, they get brought in, and that actually puts this tension in the entire frame. And you can think of it like a soda can, right? So if you took a soda can and cut the top and bottom off it, it's like this flimsy thing.
Yeah.
But with the extra tension of the soda carbonation in the inside and those tops and bottoms, that can is like rock solid. So there's tension built into the frame.
So in that aspect, it's a good thing. It's positive.
It
it's
is.
not like here where it's a negative
Yeah.
thing to be separated like that.
You're using that effect to your advantage.
Right.
All right, so let me get this tack on. Same thing is true over here. All right, so this is not welded. Be careful because it's extremely hot. Again, I'm not a professional welder. I am just trying to get by here.
Well,
My goal
the
is,
finished product.
yeah, if it's strong, that's really what I worry about. So I've got a good amount of filler material in. Welds are okay. And so now I'll go get a grinder and just kind of grind everything smooth. But I don't go too crazy. I'm not trying to make it look perfect, because you'll also add primer onto it and be able to sand it out that way. You know, just you hit a limit. It's like, how good can it possibly be? Well, I could spend 12 hours doing this if I wanted to, or move on to something else. So bottom line is, like, this is insanely strong as it is. Like, this is not going anywhere. But so now I'm gonna grind it. Something interesting to keep in mind for grinding, it's not only a cosmetic thing. So, you know, we'll try to make these look nice and smooth. It's actually a strength thing, which is surprising. But if you have welds that have like a lot of inconsistencies with them, like little pits, little crevices, and you don't sand those nice and smooth, those then create points where bigger cracks can then continue. So what you want to do is look out for those points and really make sure those are sanded as well as possible.
And if after sanding you still notice, does that mean you have to go back to the welder?
If they're real bad.
Okay.
I mean, again, this is like what we're talking about before. There's a rate of diminishing return with how good you can make something. But, you know, like this area right in here, I'll try to make that smooth. But we'll see. I don't know how good my grinding wheel is going to be. I might need to put another one on.
So she's good to go?
Nope.
What's next?
Tapping. Have to tap the threads
Uh-huh.
and putting in bearings.
Oh,
So
wow.
maybe now you can tell why these things cost a little over $300.
Yeah, well, I always said that I thought it was, you charge too little.
I know.
I think it was,
I worry
you
that
make it very affordable.
I want people to use it, you know? And if I make it $1,000, which I could do, then I worry that people would not put it on a heavy, powerful bike and then get hurt. So we actually do torque arms. These torque arms on every one of these. This side of the torque arm is pretty cool because it has a mount right there for a derailleur. So you can do a derailleur, and derailleur is connected to a torque arm. It's kind of a cool thing. This was a side effect because when we originally made this swing arm, everybody was like, I'm only doing single speed, and then everyone's like,
Now they want
now I want my 7 speeds, and then so we're like, okay. So it started like this, and then it went to that. I put the torque setting on here because if I went too tight, you get something called galling, and the tip can actually like embed into the material, and it's like you're never getting that. You gotta cut it off. There you go.
Good stuff. Oh, what size is that?
1/4 20. I use 1/4 20 on pretty much everything on this. Actually, it's an interesting thing. The Javelin uses M5 bolts on everything. It uses one size wrench on the entire assembly.
That's awesome.
That sounds like kind of a silly
That happen
thing.
on purpose?
Yes. Sounds like kind of a silly thing, but like on the Bandit, there's so many different sizes. You're constantly changing tools. The other thing that's funny is there's a tapping station right here. But this is just faster. I didn't want to go through setting it up. Okay,
Very cool.
that's that. While we're here, put these bearings in. These bearings,
Yes, I was gonna ask.
$30 each. It's crazy. Isn't that insane? But you know what? They're the only ones that fit. This is a problem. Look on the inside there, you'll see a little burr.
Oh yeah, I feel it.
Yep. So I have to take that down.
And that happens in cutting?
Yeah. Not every time, but a lot of the time. I should use a round file. I know, internet.
Uh-oh.
But it's okay. This is not easy. It's also stainless. So yeah, if you think about it, this is 1/4 inch, and then you add a 1/4 inch of stainless steel on top of it. So 1/2 inch of steel. I really can't imagine anybody breaking it, but
Right. It is through.
yeah, it's just, it's gotta go all the way through.
There you go.
Whew.
Hot?
No, my hand's just hurting.
Cramp.
Yeah, actually just starting from the ground up.
Okay.
So we took all the different flat pieces using that tab system, welded it all, ground it the best I can. Not very good, but passing.
It looks good to me.
You'll have to add some filler, primer, and make it look all nice so when you paint it looks good. And then we tapped these 4 holes, and that allowed us to put these 1/4 inch stainless steel torque arms. That now makes it a 1/2 inch of steel, which, I mean, I hope to God is strong enough. I will be, I don't know, I won't be surprised, honestly. And then so we just tapped this mount right here so I could put a derailleur on, but in this circumstance, we just did single speed. I don't know where it's gonna be on your bike, so we just put it in the middle, but you can move this back and forth so it lines up nicely. That'll just keep your chain tight. And then after you get it painted, you'll have to pop in the bearings. Bearings are in here. And you should be good to go. Oh yeah, wow, okay. Your kickstand will fit right in here, so you can take it off. That slides in there, 2 bolts, you're good to go. So as far as I'm concerned, that one is ready to go.
All right. I'm excited.
Cool. I don't have any experience.
Well, what did you tell me before? What did you ride before?
I've ridden a one wheel.
Right. All right. So then you do have some experience. And what else did you ride?
One wheel is this way. I mean, I've ridden roller skates.
Okay, so then you have a good idea that you need to balance yourself.
Yep.
This thing will not go forwards on you and it will not go backwards, okay? So you don't need to have to be concerned with going left and right.
Johnny, if you injure Matt,
Yeah, they didn't buy a life insurance policy on him yet.
this company is over.
I got it.
Here, hold.
All right, wait.
Let me get past his motorcycle. How's that?
No, we are. And this is where you're going to start, right here. And the reason being is that you're going to use the wall to hold yourself up.
Okay.
All right?
We only need to do a few takes.
Now, before you go jumping on,
I'm not going to jump on it.
Okay.
I'll just hold it.
before you go jumping on,
Yeah.
you're going to try to mount and hold onto the wall, okay? Once you're on, you can lean forward and she'll move forward. If you want to brake, you're going to lean backwards and she'll slow down, okay?
So as far as getting off,
You jump off and you hold the handle unless you want it to fall on the floor. But that's why I lifted up the handle a little bit for you. And you're on. That's awesome. Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right.
So you just have to think about it like I'm on a flat platform. I'm on the ground right now. And like,
Don't panic.
don't panic.
So when
I'm
you
not
go
nervous.
back, it doesn't go backwards. You
It
just
will go backwards, yeah. But that's how you slow down and slowly stop. Slowly hold on. Slowly. Remember, you want to go slow.
I know, but the problem is I just want to go fast. Like, I just want to go, but then I don't know, I'll kill myself. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Oh. Yep. It's better.
That's good though.
Better. See,
You
know
do
what? This is just like honestly skating, because I'm so tense that if you just kind of relax,
Yeah.
I think you do so much better.
It's a little. Okay, now if you decide that you feel confident
Yeah.
to let go of the wall and move,
Yeah.
what I do to help my balance is I shimmy left and right.
Yeah.
So
Shimmy like this way.
the whole wheel, you'll see like
wheel.
this and like that. So it's pretty much to the left and to the right. You're gonna twist. But I don't want you to leave the wall unless you feel confident. And by all means, you can jump up my shoulder, yes.
Yeah. See, if I can do this, that's better. All right, I'm gonna slow down and turn around and go right into the wall.
Oh, wow.
And then, yeah,
Karen, let's see where I did.
I need your help. I could just tell I was going down.
Oh, but you're doing great.
See, I'm just trying to relax. Also, looking forward.
Helps. Yes,
very
you want to look in the direction.
I was looking straight down.
Yeah, and I forgot I left that critical piece of information out. Yes, you definitely want to look in the direction that you want.
I am just coasting along right now.
Well, you're doing actually really good.
I'm also nervous about his I'm nervous I'm just gonna plow right into that thing.
Insurance on you. We know there's
Oh God.
He said there's insurance on it.
no insurance on you.
Well, you really want to go fast.
I really do. Alright, I'm running out of space here.
You gotta walk before you run.
There you go.
Doing it.
Oh my God, damn it. I really thought I had it for a second.
You like don't know what to do with your arms.
I don't. Because I'm so focused on, honestly,
Balance?
my ankles is where most of my focus is. And I think that's not,
Pretend you're on a bandit.
I feel like if I stay balanced from my core.
Bending your knees helps a little bit.
There you go.
Oh yeah, that does. Bending my knees I have that problem with skating too. There we go. I'm just gonna go straight. Here we go. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, the shimmy is good. There we go. Okay, that was good.
High fives. That was great.
All right.
That was really good.
There we go.
Every time you relax, you're just going smooth.
That's what it is, dude. Yeah. Oh my God, I feel like honestly, I need a little bit more pickup.
There you go. You lean forward, you go faster.
Yeah. Right into his motorcycle. Turning around.
Right into the...
Thank you. All right. Trying to relax. We're good. Go straight.
Yeah, nice.
John?
Look in the direction.
It's just Shuffy.
Oh,
You should try this thing, dude. Oh my God, it's
That
insane.
looks awesome.
It's so difficult. It's really fun.
but you're doing great.
Oh my
Dude, you got this.
Right
Don't go too
into,
fast, don't go
I'm
too
going
fast.
down the hill, John. Go check. Pushing off.
Yeah, he's got it.
I just wanted to go towards you. Like,
Experience the fire.
ready? Nope. I want to try to do it this way. I'm going to go right in front of you.
Going 9. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right,
You're
dude.
leaving?
Going to 9. Yeah.
Peace to you, my brother. Get home safe, all right?
You too. That was clearly the training you grabbed.
Me?
Yeah.
The Highlander's mine.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yep. Going this way. Trying to relax. Why do I want to go that way?
Dude,
I have like a hesitation towards.
dude, you're doing great. We didn't time it again. Incidentally, how many minutes did it take to package the Bandit?
I know that was so good today. Here we go. Here we go. Oh no, that was a bad start.
You,
I am totally relaxed. This will help, right?
yeah.
All right. I think I've gotten lucky enough,
I
right?
think you did great.
Okay.
Wow, for a first time?
I don't know.
You did great.